Hello, guys. Everything looks good. You should actually be able to hear me now. Should be able to hear the game okay. There it is. How's it going? Walrus, I don't know if you technically count as first. You probably do. But in the chat it says message retracted, so I don't know if you like self-deleted a message or something. Wolverine, you're like maybe first with an asterisk. You're like the first message that like actually made it all the way through. Samuel number 3 though. Welcome in, guys. And then Samir dropped some bread for Banquet. Samuel, you should be able to get the entire community there, man. Just sell one of your many yachts. What's up, guys? I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. I wouldn't worry about it. I think there's a lot of like whales that are missing Stark Spidey that want him. And then I just also think like it's a bad look for Kabam if they drop something that glorious and then we don't actually get it. That's my guess, is that they're just going to give it to us. Someone here, yachts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. But I think we'll get there, man. I firmly believe it, at least. You don't think we will? I think we will. We still have like 16 hours and we only have a few more milestones. Like, watch, while I'm streaming, let's see. Where are we at currently? So we need to get to 7.2 Billy. I think we can do that. Now that the deals are gone, I will say that does like that does make it a little closer. That's for sure. But I think we'll get there. I don't know. It's hard to say. The cool thing is like they have crystals leading up to it, right? So you get a little bit of a boost by opening a crystal. Everybody that's gotten to this tier of rewards, at least. So technically, like every milestone we hit, we get like a little boost to it, right? So it's not like you need to spend as much as you think. What I wonder is going on is a lot of people that spend money in this game probably don't have Stark Spidey. Or there's probably like a decent handful of players that don't have one of these 3 champs and want them at a 7-star rarity. So I think they're maybe playing chicken with each other because, like, why would you spend a bunch of money to get a milestone if you end up getting it anyway? I think you might get a lot of, like, last-second push. That's my guess. I genuinely do think we'd pull it off. I do think we'll make it. You're exploiting your first bug of the year, 2.4 million gold per room in incursions. Wait, for real, Wolverine? Is that serious? Charles, what's up, man? Yeah, Samir, go cook with Tiger, man. Is that actually a thing? How does that happen? What have they done? For the Founders War? Is it like... What does it do? Oh, yeah. Maybe that's not a bug. Maybe that's by design. Like the last incursions, we got a bunch of gold too. I bet that's intentional. I doubt that's a bug. I know it's usually like 100k, but the last incursions we did, it was pretty sizable too. I don't know if it was 2.4 mil, but it was a lot. That's pretty good though. Widow, how are you, man? Yeah, I don't think that's a bug. I mean, it doesn't feel like a bug. If it was a bug, I think it would be like repeatable. Then I would think it would be a bug. It just seems like milestones they tuned. They probably want to give you a lot of gold because you need it for rank ups right now. That's my guess, at least. Anyway, welcome in, guys. Go ahead and drop a like on the stream. We can get things rolling here in a second. In the meantime, let's go open a free Banquet. Ugh. And then we can probably get some units in the New Year's 2-star arena, I'm thinking. And then I think we can probably get another Banquet crystal, I'm thinking. Between the 2-star arenas and the units and the milestones for those. It'll be a pretty laid-back day today. And then tomorrow we can maybe play on the alt account and push some story mode. Alright, well, more 6 stones, I guess. Not too bad. And then let's open a couple jubilants, shall we, chat? I mean, let's be honest. We know these are both going to be tier 7 basic, so... If we do get that last milestone, though, man, that is probably going to be my last shot at Scorpion until he enters the basic pool. Yo, how's it going over on Twitch, man? 6-star, who should you choose? Archangel, Iceman, or Colossus? I would take Archangel. Archangel is definitely the best of those 3. Definitely the best. Widow with the 1 smackaroo, removing the spoiler. Oh my gosh, alright. Hey, thank you for the dono, man. Let me go ahead and grant you the premium location on the stream, man. Thank you. Removing the Harry Potter spoiler. Wait, actually, let's go in all caps. Okay, I'm not going to type in Widow Ranger Alt because, I mean, for obvious reasons. You thought it was Punisher? It was close, dude. That was kind of a rollover, huh? This one is, though. This one is. Widow, I think that's the first time you've been Big Dill, man. Congrats. It is quite the prestigious title. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Alright, and the last Jubilant gives us 6 stones. Alright. In between the keys. What a tease. That's okay. Let's go open that Nexus, though. That could be something good. We also have a couple basics, I think. Yeah. Oh, we have 1. We could probably get another one, I think. Samir's over on Twitch now to abuse his power. I need to do a few more, actually, I think. How many more? Like, need 1,000's worth? We can make that happen, I think. All dupes. Watch Spider-Ham be in the Nexus? I hope so. I freaking hope so, dudes. Alrighty. Put your guesses in, guys. Do you know who we're going to get from these two? You guys can put in 2 guesses this time. If you get at least one of them correct, that will qualify you for Crisp High 5, alright? My wife walked in when I was saying that. She chuckled at me. Who do you think I'm going to get from the crystals I'm opening? Just give me like 2 Marvel characters that are like mainstream and they're probably an option. Captain Marvel? Okay. Like, I think Captain Marvel movie is in basic. That works. Okay. Black Panther? Okay. So she said Black Panther and Captain Marvel. So let's see what we got. I could be giving like the first actual physical Crisp High 5 in all of stream history if she gets it right. Huh? No. No. Nope. The rule is Crisp High 5, okay? Then I'd have to give everyone. Alright, crystal number 1. We got Photon. Not bad. Photon. What? I mean, to be fair, she is like kind of related to Captain Marvel in a way. She's Monica Rambeau. Yeah. But not quite. Alright. I didn't see any Photon. Someone might get it though on the last one. Not Ham. Thanks, Mac. I'm willing to try anything at this point, really. And I mean anything. I think this one is going to be null. Alright, let's get it. Just give me something good, man. Photon is good. Oh, beautiful. Magog. You guys know this. The Gogster. Oh, boy. Nat 660. I should rank for him just for the memes at this point. Good try. Thanks for playing. Good tries, guys. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Okay, speaking of next time, we do have an Exalted Crystal. I'm just going to go ahead and get us a nice little 6-star here. This will count towards your guesses, too, if anybody gets one of these. The Gogster, dude. Honestly, I really do. As often as I meme Mangog, I could be the rank 4 Mangog guy. And that could be fun. Natsig 140 is brutal, Samir. My highest Natsig is Spider-Man, and I think that's like where he is. I told you, by the way. 6 stars are the only thing in this crystal. Nobody guessed Black Cat either. GG's, man. Good luck next time, guys. That's alright. We're saving our crystal luck for the next Titan rollover, for sure. Alright, let's go open that basic, and then we will be on our merry way to go farm up some units. Come on, I'm counting on you, Nexus. Please. Please. Come on, just... No! Man, this is just not good. Alright, well, we take the Sigs on Gentle. Gentle is rank 3 for us, and Sig is very important for him, so we're going to go with it. Man, that one hurts. That one hurts. That is tough, chat. That is tough. Okay. Pop those open to use them later. Also, I don't know how many of you guys saw, but I had it pulled up right when I started stream. Check this out, guys. I did make some fun decisions off stream. Yeah, nobody, I mean, it was kind of a, it's been rough lately. We haven't had anyone guess champion properly. But yeah, I ranked for the cow. So that's a pretty stupendous thing, you might say. That was a fun for funsies rank up that I've always wanted to do. Now I'm up to 19 rank 4s. And it's like a couple months ago, I was at like 9 or 10. I've gotten so many between Cyber and Banquet. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I also rank 4 Captain Britain, Ant-Man, Nick Fury. Some champions I just really enjoy. So anyway, now you guys have the roster update. We do need to do this, unfortunately. We should get done with this really quickly, though. These 2-star arenas are a breeze. And we get 10 units at each stop along the way. So it's like... Oh, and then it goes up to 15. So yeah, we'll get another Banquet Crystal between the two. Actually, wait. I don't think this one gives you units. Yeah, it doesn't, because it's dumb. Why would you even do this? I guess for the 2-star champs? That's so dumb. I can't believe both of them don't have units. Okay, whatever. We're definitely going to do this one, though, because it is actually worth it. Awaken Kushala? Eventually. Eventually. I only have, I think I only have generics left. What's up, hot dog? How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year indeed, man. You rank 4 Gamora? Nice, Charles. How you liking the rank 4 Gamora? Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, I am feeling slightly better today. Still under the weather, though. 1 stars for more points? I want to get a ×3 multiplier first, then. But I really don't. It's not gonna make that big a difference. When do we get the 6 stones? I would imagine a couple weeks in, because it's like they're gonna have to take like a week just for rank rewards. I don't think it would probably be before then. I don't know. I would say like second week of January. They have a lot of stuff they've committed to this month though. Like we also have the buffs going live for the like batch of champs. Oh, the event points. Oh, got you. Okay, there is a solo event. Sick. So that'll get me milestones. The last time they did a solo event alongside the arena, I finished the arena before I even finished the solo event. So hopefully that's not the case this time. Hopefully the math is a little more generous. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset. Out of range for the slap. But we'll get through it quick, man. We have our maxed out 2 stars. We might have a couple we need to level in rank actually now. Let me go look at the side event real quick. I actually haven't given that a peek. Where are you? Ring it in, I'm assuming it's this one? Yeah, it's this one. Oh, you can use... Oh yeah, 1-star champions are like 4 times more points. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, you get 7-star shards too. That's a lot. Yeah, that's gonna... Yeah, we gotta definitely try and finish this tonight. This is a lot of extra banquet points. Or a few. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's definitely worth getting. So I'm actually... Honestly, I'm gonna keep running my 2 stars in this arena. That probably won't finish the milestones. And then we'll run the 1 stars in the other one. We'll be aight. So it'll be a pretty laid back day, man. You took Gentle to rank 4? Cade, how you liking him? I like my Gentle's rank 3, and I really enjoy using him. He's almost max sig. I mean, we duped him like 5 seconds ago, basically. Pretty darn close. You had to do a few rounds in the 5-star shard arena? Alright, I'll plan on that probably. Ironheart will be a really nice rank 4, Samir. He hits hard, like insane. I bet you hit like 40k crits, probably, right? Because he can already hit pretty hard when he crits with max, like, whatever his charges are called. Should have streamed the rank up? Yeah, I mean, I could have. I could have. My issue with that is, like, I needed them for Coliseum. You know? And, also, like, I don't know that it's, like, at least for me as a viewer, I've never really cared that much. It's like, you just click the rank up button. I don't know. Then you guys would want to talk me out of it too. And look, man, I can't do it. I need to not bias my opinion. I think I have a couple rank up gems still. I think I have like 2. One or I know I definitely have 1. So we definitely will get some more rank forage. Yeah, rank ups just take like 2 seconds though. Like, you click rank up, you feed them ISO, and you're done. I don't know. I'd rather see like the gameplay that comes after. That's my thought process. Dude, the nice thing about having like maxed out 2 stars is you don't have to give a crap about like who is on your team because you're just gonna get the infinite streak anyway. Really nice. I will say it's stuff like this that makes me wish I had recoils on though. I'm boring and don't explain why. I mean, the why is I like the champ and I think they're good. Like, there's nothing like, there's no big brain maniacal genius thinking behind it. They're just champs I like to play. What's up, Spidey? How are you, man? The one true mod is here. Yeah, I've gotten to the point, Cade, where if I get a new 2-star, I'll just max them out. I don't care, like, too much about Sig. I went through a while ago. I probably need to go through it again, and I just, like, awakened all of them, at the very least. As far as, like, Sigging them all the way up, though, I don't really care that much. Boring? Hey, you can go watch another stream, Samir. You don't have to be here. What does that make you if you're watching? I did see it, Charles. Yeah, I made a comment on it. I said Ironheart was great. I think that was you, right? Oh, no, Deathless She-Hulk. Never mind. That was... Okay, I lied. That was Samir that's ranking up Ironheart. Yeah. Deathless She-Hulk will be a good rank 4. I thought about ranking mine up, but then I also thought, well, there's like a small chance I could get Scorpion tomorrow, so who knows? I decided not to make that decision or anything. Which, that would be like absolute cinema. If we get that final milestone, and then I can snag Scorpion off of it. And let's be honest, we all know it's going to be Valkyrie, though. Oh, it's Charity. Oh, well, now that makes sense, Samir. God bless you, man. That's Charity. Okay. You have Scorpion too, but you're ranking up Deathless She-Hulk? Yeah, I guess, like, for me, I still think, like, the Scorpion is a little bit better. Plus, nostalgia. He just, like, Scorpion has carried me through so much, it's insane. Before Nefaria, there was Scorpion. Samir doing the Lord's work. It is true. It is true. A god amongst man. Oh, you got Hulkling. Congrats, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about getting, like, first appearance Hulkling. Because I've already Nat awakened mine. And I got him, like, from the Valiant. Like, I don't need him again. And I don't care that much for, like, the rainbow foil thing. I just like roster expansion. So I guess any, like, new champ I haven't gotten from Banquet yet, I would be okay with. Obviously, I prefer Scorp, though, of the ones I'm missing. What's up, Zemo? Samuel, you can always just save it, too. You don't need to feel like you have to if it's burning a hole in your pocket. Just keep in mind, with that kind of stuff, like, eventually it will lose its value, you know? Like, I still have some, like, 6-star rank up gems that I held on to for too long, and then they became irrelevant. But I think you'd be good to hold on to it for a while still. Yeah, that's smart, Zemo. I don't, dude, at this point, I don't care where I rank. I just want to see what the top spot spent on the game, bro. I want to know, like, how much money the top dog is going to spend. It's got to be just an ungodly amount. It has to be. Check Discord. I can do that at the end of the stream if you remind me, Cade. I just don't have it open on my computer now, and I don't want to tab out of what I'm doing currently. Dude, it sounds crazy. I really think like the top spot could actually break 300k, which is wild stuff to say. I think it'll break 200k for sure, just because inflation is real. Also, this Banquet is significantly better than last year, especially if you place in the top. But, dude, I don't know, man. I truly don't know. Because this Banquet has been incredibly good. You're just hoping for top 1%? Me too. I don't know that I'll reach that, though. Top 2 to 3, I'll be happy. I wonder what Seaton's at. Yeah, I do see that he is kept posting a lot of videos. Seaton defo spent a lot. Yeah, for sure. How many points am I at? Like, almost 70k. Not a dime spent. How many pints am I? I see what you're saying, Samir. Nice. Dude, I'm at negative pints, man. Only alcohol I've ever had is from NyQuil. Yeah, my prediction, I think, is like... I thought I would for sure be top 1%, but then they announced the unit deals, and that really dashes my hopes quite a bit. That is a huge incentive for people to spend, and then give them more units on top of that. I think that really does hurt my placement. And, like I said, Banquet has just been insane this year, so... It's hard to say. Like, people will come into chat a lot, like, ask me how many points they need to rank or to be top 1%, and I can't honestly answer that question. I have no idea. We haven't had a Banquet like this in a long time, and then on top of that, they changed the ranking structure to where it's not like top 500 or whatever it was before. It's like top 2600. Like, who knows? Like... Who freaking knows? It's gonna be close. Also, like, has the game grown or has it shrunk this year with the amount of players? I have no idea. And then when you compare that number to the players that spend, like, you know what I mean? There's so many different things to try to think about. It's just... The more points, the better. That's what I will say to everybody. The more points, the better. I'm happy, though. I will say I'm very glad I saved my units for Banquet. I've had a fun time. opening all the crystals and stuff. Yeah, Nick, that's where I'm at, dude. I just want to know. We may not ever find out how much points the top dog spent exactly, but it's gonna be nuts. Yeah, there have been whales that have quit the game too. That's a tricky thing too. But then there's probably been new whales that have downloaded the game. Like, there's a couple of people in my alliance. I wouldn't necessarily say they're like megalodon whales or anything, but they're definitely people with like newer accounts and they spend a lot. People will share their points. I mean, maybe the guy on top wants to stay anonymous. They're embarrassed. Maybe they don't want people to know they spent that much money on a mobile game. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's probably the lottery winner from that $1.6 billion jackpot. Man, I should have sold my car, though. That could have funded Banquet. 7-star magic? Hey, this year, man. This year. That's true. A megalodon is a shark. But the whale's name is Dawn. We call him Megalodon. The thing is, the kind of spending Seaton and Yusafa do, I don't know that that's really going to be on the same planet as like the top 5 people. I mean, yeah, maybe Yusafa, because he does spend a crap load. Excuse me. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. The Samir, honestly, I think if I won the lottery, like, I would definitely increase spending in this game, but I would not go for, like, the top Banquet spot. That just seems like a really poor investment. I would definitely, like, whale out, though, once in a while. I don't know that I would do it for every event. And it depends which kind of lottery. Like, if it was a smaller one, just a few milli, I probably wouldn't spend it all, honestly. Because I'm, like, really stingy with money. There would be signs, though. The camera quality and the microphone quality would improve overnight. We'd start playing insane video games on stream. Because I wouldn't be limited by my hardware anymore. I would stream, like, probably all day instead of just the evenings. That would be how I would keep myself sane. Because, like, part of the... like, if you win the lottery... I think, like, doing a lot of travel and stuff would be really fun, and it would keep you busy and engaged. But I do think it's very much a bad thing if you're not doing work as a person and, like, you don't have meaning in your life. And I think that's a problem with a lot of potential winners of the lottery, is they just kind of, like, buy a bunch of stuff and then realize they're unhappy and unfulfilled. So I would want to at least have, like, a part-time job, or, like... That's why I would probably go full-time streamer, I think, if I won the lottery. It took you years to make your first mill and your first yacht. But yeah, I think streaming is a great... Like, It's kind of easy as like a third party to be like, oh, you just like play video games for a living and stuff, but it is genuinely like some days it is very fulfilling. And like if you're editing videos and stuff, that's definitely work in and of itself, you know? So I think I would shift like super hard into that if I won the lotto. And I would get so many more food hoodies. Oh my gosh. I would commission like some custom like dill pickle with sunglasses merch. Oh my gosh. It would be so fun. We'd be paying editors, so I wouldn't have to edit videos, and I could just stream. Life would be awesome. You got one more crystal before the selector. Wait, did we get the milestone then? Because I think we were 2 away when the stream started. That's all the people in the UK waking up and spending money, for sure. I definitely don't think I would ever cook another meal, that's for sure. I'd become so fat. Oh my gosh. We did? Yeah, I think we'll get the last milestone easy then. Maybe not easy, but we'll get it. I wouldn't lose sleep over it, you guys, and I wouldn't feel like any of you guys need to like spend hundreds of dollars to contribute for it. I think the big spenders are going to get us there, if not kabam. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, never mind, Samir. It depends if they're like the nocturnal type UKers. I don't know. Sorry, dude. I'm not from the UK. I wouldn't know. Australia. It's 5 o'clock somewhere in the morning. I'm gonna take Stark Spider-Man. I definitely don't even consider MCOC, honestly. 20.99 is tempting, but I just think Stark Spider-Man. As much as I probably wouldn't use him, I probably wouldn't use anyone in that selector too much. But I do think Stark Spider-Man is the best of the three. You're gonna go with MCOC? Heck yeah, Charles. Do it, man. Don't be a meta slave. I will say, Stark Spider-Man did kind of cook Coliseum. I'm very much surprised we didn't see 7-star Rhino with like the high rank rewards or something, or like a realm milestone of some kind. He's got to be a chase champion of some kind down the road. I gotta say, you know, hats off to Kabam. I did not see like a deathless selector coming in the milestones at all. I didn't think this like top milestone for the realm event, I never saw that coming. Like, I just thought they would shove it full of like Titan crystals and rank up materials, but dude, excellent milestones this year. I would be interested to see in the total amount of money they've made. I mean, obviously the top spot, but in totality, it has to be more than any other banquet. What's up, Travis? How are you, man? Give us 7-star Wolverine, you cowards. Oh, it's definitely gonna happen. We're getting there. We're getting there. Granted, the point minimum to get the top realm milestone is quite lofty. Ouch. I'll be so happy to not have to fight Magic Limbo in Arena anymore. No, it's pronounced Massacre, dude. I'm telling you, it is. It's not Massacre. It's Massacre. All the cool cats say Massacre. It tripped me up too. I always thought it was just Massacre, but it's Massacre. Unless the people I've heard that say it's Massacre are actually the wrong ones. Oh man, trying to use Cassie Lang in the 4-star arena. Just not ideal. I don't know if it's spelled slightly different as Massacre or not, but I'm pretty sure it's Massacre. It makes him sound a little bit French, though. I don't really know anything about Massacre lore. This is why we need God of the Abyss in here. Honestly, Travis, I don't even know if they would show us the rewards after the current, like, top milestone. Maybe. I don't know how they could top what they have. It would have to be like shards or something lame. Oh, it is Spanish? That would make sense. I don't know. So we need a lore expert in here. Usually stuff like this tends to summon God of the Abyss and he just kind of appears. Okay, so Massacre is Spanish for massacre? Is that what I'm seeing? Massacre. I would feel like they need to have the accent on the E. If that's the case. It probably is Spanish for massacre. Yeah. If he's Spanish, that would make sense. I didn't know that. I've just always heard it was Massacre. He's a priest in Mexico? Yeah, I need to go read his bio. We could go do that really quick. It would be like a quick side quest. I bet it would tell us on the in-game bio. There's no accent on the E in Spanish? Oh. Alright. He's a skill champ, right? I'm gonna totally blow right by him. I swear you can get him at the... Oh, yeah, right there. Massacre. Deadpool once visited a church in Mexico, stopping to give confession. The priest who took his confession was convinced by it that the world needed to be punished, becoming the mercenary Massacre. Extracting information from the reluctant Inspector Jamie Gordon, Massacre tracks down and takes out the crime lord Calavera de Jade, I'm assuming. The very next day, Massacre rides off to New York, joining Deadpool's mercs for money. So there you go. He was a priest in Mexico, confirmed. And then he just turned into a baddie, it sounds like. Which is kind of cool. I'm going to be honest, I never really knew anything about this guy until like 5 seconds ago. He's probably not the only champion in the game I know zero about too. Okay. Let's finish off this arena. I think it's only to 200k. I speak a little bit of Spanish, Samuel, but it's just from like what I learned in like junior high school. So like, what was that? 15 year? No. I don't even know how far ago that was. That's how far ago it was. Honestly, I still remember a shocking amount of Spanish class from school. Enough to where if I got lost in Mexico, I could probably find my way around with like just bits and pieces that I remember. I don't even know what the two crystals look like, Charles, but I believe you. But we move. Massacre? Massacre? One of the two. Massacre. Oh. Isn't that's like one of my favorite jokes is when someone's trying to speak Spanish and they just add O. It's like, bro, you're not speaking Spanish. Get out of there. Point being, it's definitely not Massacre. Hey, I don't think you sound dumb. We're all learning new things all the time. Part of life. Don't have to know everything. Alright, that was way heckin' quick. Where does that put us in the event? Claim all these nice, beautiful rewards here. We're definitely going to get some more Banquet crystals, though. That's good. Oh, yeah, we still have quite a few. Let's go ahead and claim this. Yeah, we're totally fine. And then, you, like I said, there's probably some people asleep right now that qualify for this. They'll wake up tomorrow. They'll claim probably a couple Banquet crystals. They'll open those. That gives us another small little boost. It'll be all right. We'll make it, chat. Fret not. We will make it. We will. Oh my gosh, we're not even close to this, though. Holy cow. You know, that only give us 2 milestones. That's gross. Take tier 4 alpha cat, why not? Dude, earlier I had to sell like 10 full energy refills because they were about to expire. How awful is that? I'll open my battle chips at the end, back when I'm claiming all the milestones and stuff. Because those milestones also have units in them, and then we'll open everything at the end of stream. Let's run the 1 stars really quick. And then honestly, we might as well just play this arena, even though the milestones are garbage. Because we still have to use those champions for points anyway. I gotta experience the hunt. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to that fight at all. I'm so on autopilot, it's not even funny. Más o menos, yeah, more or less. You're just doing mid. Más o menos. No, if you took any Spanish class, there's a funny video on YouTube you gotta look up, and it's called Que Hora Es, and it's like a Spanish soap opera. It's like a parody, basically, of a Spanish soap opera, but the Spanish is at the level of like if you've taken like one semester of Spanish. So the words are just like super basic, and it's the funniest, most entertaining thing. If you know any Spanish at all, look up Que Hora Es. It's hilarious. It should still be on YouTube. I don't know that it would have been taken off or anything. It's a pretty old video at this point. But I remember like our Spanish teacher showing it to us, and it was so funny. He played it the first... Yeah! It's so good, dude. Que Hora Es is... Oh my gosh, it's a chef's kiss. It's so good. And then you have like the appearance of a character in there that actually speaks really fluent Spanish, and everyone just like looks at each other and doesn't know what he's saying. It's so funny. Cinco de Mayo, baby. There's also the like, oh, 1 year of Spanish love song, or 1 week, something like that. And it's also really basic and funny. But honestly, like Spanish class growing up might have been like one of my all-timers. Like that was one of my favorite classes. But we had really good Spanish teachers. One day it would be cool to like see if I can re-pick it up. But I got my plate full as is, man. Maybe that's something I'll try and do when I'm retired, or like after I win the lottery. Try and learn Espanol. Oh my gosh, One Star Jug has the old Juggernaut kit. I forgot. Oh no. ¿Puedo ir al baño? I haven't heard of that one. Haven't heard of that one. But hey, that is one of those phrases you gotta know if you're like stuck in a Spanish-speaking country. ¿Cómo te llamas? Pretty important. Ask people what their name is. Stuff like that. Once in a while, dude, we'll get someone to rolls into stream and speak Spanish. That's happened a few times. And I like kind of know what they're trying to say. Makes me feel kind of cool. Not gonna lie. What's up, Dwayne? How are you, man? Welcome. Hope your banquet's going well. Hope you guys are all having a good New Year's so far. Definitely, Doctor, I would say definitely top 1%. That's the only thing I could give you a definitely on. We were talking about it earlier, but I think it is truly difficult to predict where people will finish this year for a lot of different reasons. One, the ranking system is different. Before, we didn't extend individual ranking out all the way to 2600. It dropped off after like 10 or 500, whatever it was. This time, it goes out quite a bit and then hits the 1%. So that alone might make it easier, might make it harder. I don't know. Also, this banquet has been incredibly good, better than years and years ago. So that changes things. And the unit bonus bundles were insane, and a lot of people spent on those. The deals were crazy this year. It's really, really hard to predict. Although I will say you're definitely top 1%. Whether you hit like the number rankings, I have no idea. No idea. Yeah, it really, I think like if you're learning a foreign language, Spidey, it really does depend on the teacher. It's very make or break. You got sick too, Dwayne? Dude, I've been sick the last few days. Right now I'm playing the 2-star arena so we can get like all the units we possibly can. And then we're just going to shoot them into the sun and open a couple more banquet crystals. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like I said, Charles, it'll happen. Like, people will wake up that qualified for the free banquet crystal. They'll pop that. That will happen. A lot of people. That'll give us a small boost. Like, there'll be last second spenders. Maybe people that just got their paycheck deposited in their account. Like, because like this is a common date for people getting paid. Like, I think we'll be alright. I wouldn't worry too much. Man, that is the bummer about the holiday season. It's like the time... 'Tis this time to get sick as well. Unfortunately. I've been pretty fortunate. Like, this has just mostly been the sniffles. Like, I was kind of like... I felt weaker and like a lot more tired. Like, the last few days, it was a lot harder to stream for sure. But it was like... It's still compared to like sicknesses in the past, felt like nothing. And like... Right now, I feel pretty good. Like, either tomorrow or Saturday, I'll be 100%. Barring some, like, tragic failure of my body, but... Allergies have been acting up a lot. That's interesting. My allergies will murder me when, like mid-spring rolls around. That'll be great. Hopefully by then I have like one of those foot pedals that streamers use to mute themselves, or like a stream deck, so you guys don't get bombarded with my sneezes. I think, Nick, I think that's a good guess too. I was kind of mentioning it earlier. I think a lot of the like super whales are holding off a little bit to see if we just get the milestone anyway. But I think there might be people that are like get really competitive and want a last second spend. And I think that'll happen too. If you didn't take damage, I think, Samuel, I think it would be really cool to reduce the like arena grind a little bit to like give you some sort of like bigger multiplier based on health that you lost to like reward you for playing well in arena. Or they could just take away like death matches and then masteries off of the opponents, and I would be happy with that too. It's just the way it sits. It's like you're unknowingly playing in an opponent that might have like stand your ground or something, and you just wouldn't know. Or like sometimes they have max points in limber. And it's really annoying. You're just playing arena. You don't need to, like, worry about mini nodes, too, you know? That's the way I see it. But you know what? They've said multiple times. Well, not multiple times, but they've said a few times. If they were to change arena, we wouldn't like what they would do with it. So I tried to keep my arena complaints low. Even though they are there. What's up, Cosmic? How are you, man? Sad to see Banquet end. Me too. It'll be good for me, though. I'll be able to finally get more than 3 units. I'll get to start saving again. Oh, I whiffed. Whoops. I really hate stand your ground. I do. I hate abilities in this game that are inconsistent and inconsistently punish like certain champions. Because there's not really a way around it. They just resist a block break. To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, there's not a champion out there that can't be like that can override resistance for a block break, and I think that's dumb. I don't think that's healthy for any game. And you just get you just get value for like having it. It just exists. I think it would be fine if it was only offensive. But that's not really how it is. Yeah, that actually shocked me, Cosmic. I genuinely thought Texas Tech would win the championship. That team is really good. But I don't remember if I said it on stream or not, but my opinion on that game, like, I think Texas Tech, I think their defense still played really well. I've always been kind of skeptical on their offense, though, and I think that's what killed them today. Although Indiana looks legit, man. Alabama, I don't know that should have been in the playoffs in the first place, but they're still a good team. And they got boat raced. Stand your ground or unfazed? I think unfazed, like, procs a lot less for me than stand your ground. Like, it's a little more niche. I do think unfazed is annoying, but I think stand your ground is worse for me. Have a good one, Samir. Thanks for dropping in, man. Miami got a chip coming? You think so? I don't know, man. Oh, I don't know. My horse is out already. I definitely thought Tech was going to win. I just thought that defense was, like, great. And even if the offense was okay, they'd still win, but the offense was not okay. They were not good. They did not play complimentary football today. That being said, dude, I think it's going to be Indiana or Oregon. Whoever comes out of that game, I think wins. We'll just have to wait and see, though. Is the Ole Miss game over yet? You thought I'd be rooting for Miami because I'm a Dolphins fan? I wasn't, like, rooting for anyone. I just had predicted that Texas Tech would win. I just thought they looked the best as far as, like, it was really the defense for me, but since their offense couldn't get anything going, that killed them. But no, I guess if I had to, like, quote unquote root for a team, I probably would go for Miami, just for the reason you mentioned. You cannot stand your ground. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. And, like, knocking champions down is a quintessential part of the game. Like, there's plenty of nodes that you need to do that for, to remove protections, and just, like, stuff like that. And it's just ridiculous that is in the... It should not be in the game. Should not be in the game. Period. Like... And I will argue until the cows come home for that to be deleted. Like, dude, imagine you're fighting, like, I don't know, one of the Kang bosses, okay? And you get, like, a mission that you have to knock him down or whatever. And then, like, there's just a 30% chance they don't get knocked down, and they just beat the crap out of you. Like, that is just not good gameplay design. That's just... It's awful. It's stupid. The game is asking you to do a certain thing, and then deliberately, like, cooking you for doing that thing. And you can't have it both ways. Now that's like a little more of an extreme example, but I think you get the point. Like, there's some champions you want to throw heavies with to be able to play them properly. And then you just have, like, an ability that you can just put a mastery point in that makes that strategy just completely unreliable. Like Storm, right? You want to pause her prowess by throwing a heavy. Well, maybe they... that procs stand your ground. Then you just get punished. You're built like a grocery bag. Then you're dead. Like, just because you tried to play the character properly. It's insane. Alright, I think that you guys kind of understand my thoughts on stand your ground now. But anyway. And unfazed, like, I guess you could put it in the same category. I just don't encounter unfazed as often, so it doesn't generally bother me. Is Darkhawk's probably poison immune, right? Oh, it's only half? Man, I thought they'd be, like, in the fourth quarter for sure. Bless you. Beautiful. I want to go check where I'm at with the milestones, but I know we're not there yet. There's no way. I think we may have to do the entire arena. It'll go quick though. Sure, some players might say, no, don't go to stand your ground, get obliterated by heavy attacks. You can easily dodge most. Yeah, you can definitely dodge heavy attacks, for sure. Look, I think you could keep stand your ground if you want, but don't make it work for defense. That is just what annoys me. You can have stand your ground on offense. I think that's fine. It's when you put it on defense that it feels unfair. (21-12), Georgia. Georgia starts the half with the ball. Not looking so good for Ole Miss. Yo, what's up, man? How are my New Year's Day going? It's been going good. Spent a lot of time out with my wife. Just been great. Last few weeks have been awesome, dude. I've been able to spend a lot of time with, like, extended family and stuff like that. It's been really good holidays. It's in the defensive mastery tree, yeah. But it still works on offense. Like, you can have it proc for you if you would be knocked down when you're playing a champion. But no, things have been good, Ultra. I hope your holidays have been good as well. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to saying 2026, but we'll get there. I do quite enjoy when the year is like a nice multiple of 5 number. That's okay, though. It feels surreal, dude. I remember, like, 10 years ago, we'll say. And you just, like, always think to yourself, like, man, I just can't see, like, I can't imagine a world where it's 2026. And then we get there, and it's like, man, I can't believe It's 2026. I just can't imagine 2036. And then same thing. Think about them saying they would nerf the units in Arena, just in a scapegoat, not update Arena. That could be. It could be that, Caleb. I don't know. I personally think like Arena is for the most part like so easy. Like most games you can't farm the premium currency of the game like this easily, I feel like. And so when it comes to Arena, I just try to like you just kind of pinch your nose and you play it because like you can get a lot of units in a week in Arena. Where like if you picked up any other mainstream game, I don't know that you could necessarily get the same like easy value. So yeah, I'm not sure. I go back and forth on it. I do think like it would be great if Arena was updated though. I definitely do. There's a lot of great changes they could make to Arena. I've thought about making a video before, but I just don't know that it would ever happen. At least not like in a way that they could do well. I don't know. There's other things on the game that I would rather them focus on personally. Ultra Banquet was really good this year, man. I've gotten a lot of rank 4s and a lot of champions that I really wanted. The only thing I'm really missing that I really wanted for Banquet is Scorpion. Outside of that, though, it was pretty great. It was fantastic. I hope yours went well as well. Hulkbuster Special 2 is an unblockable attack. Sometimes stand your ground hurts. Yeah, if you're Hulkbuster, like, hitting the heavy in the corner, for sure. He's one of the champions. Stand your ground would be really annoying. Jean or Nico overall? Passion, that's kind of a tougher question. Especially for me. I have both rank 4, and I feel like I use them both equally and love them both. Oh, I don't actually know. I would say probably Jean. I would say probably Jean. But I think it's close. I do think it's close. And the gene has to be awakened, by the way. It's just like you don't have to have her awakened ability, but it makes Jean much better in my opinion. Who is your favorite rank 4 from the event? You took Spider-Punk, Weapon Flex, and APOC to rank 4. Dude, congrats. I like the Spider-Punk rank up. That's pretty sick, dude. My favorite rank 4 that I took up to rank 4 would probably be Rintra. I think. Rintra, I mean... Did I rank up Bash? I think Bastion was like... was that before Banquet that I ranked him up? It might be Bastion or Rintra. I just really like both of those characters. Tuesday live stream will be interesting. Is that when Kabama's doing their live stream? But I got a lot of nice rank 4s. I rank 4 the future Ant-Man, Nick Fury. Who else did I rank 4 recently? Trying to think. I took up Captain Britain. She's pretty fun to play. Had some pretty good rank ups, man. And I might even be forgetting a couple. Yeah, we can look at them after, I guess. But no, it's been an incredibly good Banquet. I am very content with like having saved my units for half a year. As insane as that sounds. Oh man, I can't imagine what we could have got if we saved the entire year, and if we didn't blow like 5,000 on Cyber. But it was worth getting Yondu, so I'll take it. Dude, I love Rintra. Rintra is definitely one of my favorite characters in the game, for sure. Not the favorite, but he's there for it. Tuesday online. Dang, man. I'll be busy on Tuesday. That sucks. You got the buzzer beater run, Nick. Nice, man. I think my best run ended up being with Yondu. I'm going to be honest. I did not, like, have a lot of time to play Coliseum. I pretty much went for, like, the Star-Lord Blaster and then didn't go too far after that. Which, you know what? I'm okay with it. I still got like a pretty decent score put up. We're good. Yeah, Captain Britain was destroying for a lot of people. I did a run with... I got okay with her. I think Yondu was still higher, though. How am I? I'm doing good, Reliver. How are you, man? Just doing my part to contribute to getting that Starkey selector for everybody. Yeah, that's a lot, Nick. That's a lot. I don't think I'll end up... I don't think I'll save my units all year. I will probably skip like everything until Cyber and then Banquet again, though. I don't know. It's so tough to say. That's one thing that does bug me about this current era of gaming is the FOMO. You just like don't necessarily know that next year's Banquet will be as good as this one. So it's hard to know what to spend on. Oh. Hopefully they do what they did this year, though, and they, like, slow roll out details about Banquet. Yeah, Nick. Nefaria was definitely much more challenging than Adam. Dude, there were people complaining about Adam Warlock. I didn't really care that much. I think Adam's easy to fight. And, honestly, even better because of the stupid little, like, missions you have to do. Because, like, you could hit him while he's in his pod. Nefaria, you can't do that. You have to get a couple different openings. If you have, like, the 3 mediums, for instance. Now, maybe that was, like, intentional. Maybe they thought too many people were doing too good. I don't know. But I definitely agree. I think Nefaria is more challenging. The Special 2 is very challenging to Dex. Consistently. Between Starkey and 2099? They're both really good champions, Reliver. I can tell you the general consensus is that Starkey is much better, though. Although, if you took 2099, I don't think you'd be in a super bad spot, but the science class is pretty good, so... And same with tech. I guess that doesn't help that much, but I personally am going to take Starkey. You can use Nick Fury in raids? Oh, I didn't know that. I hadn't even thought about that because I just hadn't had one for so long. My overall favorite champion is Count Nefaria Ultra. Count Nefaria, and then Venom is definitely up there. I do like, yeah. It gets kind of muddy after my number 1. It feels like it ebbs and flows. 50K by next Banquet. Yeah, that's a good goal to aim for, Nick. One thing you got to keep in mind, we're going to get units from dailies. We're getting units from new story content that'll release. Like, there'll be other avenues for units too. And then Radiance, like once a month, 750. That'll help. Oh, you didn't bait any special twos. Yeah, I always baited the special two for the Coliseum. Not Spider-Ham? Maybe if he was on my roster, Samuel, maybe. But he refuses to appear. No, you guys, dude, I love Count Nefaria. He does so much. It's actually, he's like a filthy champion. Genuinely insane. Heck yeah, Charles. Take him to rank 4, man. And then send some gameplay in the Discord. I want to see it. Anyway, have a good one, dude. Twitch is choppy a little bit. I could try and help, maybe. I can try and change some stuff. Reliver. Just give me a sec. You can see if that helps you any. If not, it might just be on your end. I don't know. Oh, that's all the milestones in this arena. Dude, they really should have given us, like, cooler stuff in this arena. It's just grindy for grindy's sake, really. Give us a 7-star shard arena. Why not? What was, like... What's so bad about that? Oh, dude, still freaking... I have to continue using these champs. That's actually horrible. How long do the 1-stars go on cooldown for? Sorry, Samuel. My bad, dude. Ugh. Oh my gosh, an hour and a half? Okay, but like, I'm done with the milestones. Why would I flippin'... Kabam, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Yeah, that makes sense, Nick. I have him on a second account, yeah, but like, it doesn't feel the same having Spider-Ham on a second account. It could just be Twitch, I don't know. Thank you, Reliver. I don't know, man. I mean, even if I do get the rest of those milestones, I don't think it'll give me enough of anything for like another Banquet crystal anyway. Also, these being Nexus crystals is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Ooh, Zola or Mr. Knight? We'll take Zola. Why not? And then we'll take Mr. Knight. We take Yelena. I'm gonna have a lot of 2-stars to start working on max leveling up. Oh, Koye, dude. Now we can do Epoch. Let's go. Jubilant incoming? Dude, I hope so. That would be awesome. Opening these crystals should give you points in the event too. I can't believe I have to just go in there and play with 1- and 2-star champions for like, for nothing, essentially. No progress towards milestones or anything. we got Frankencastle. Let's go. And we awaken Yelena. Huge 2-star opening. Massive pulls, chat. Absolutely massive. 9 new champions. I'm not sure how many we could have gotten in there, but that seems pretty good. Also, we should... Oh my gosh, we're so close to another basic. Not there, though. Oh, look at all these guys. Do it, Nick. Listen, you don't have... Listen, just go in armed with like 50 revives and you're fine. Even if you're bad. Because Ares, every time you revive, he gives you a boost to your stats. So, like, you can just, like, brute force Ares. And you can be, like, the worst player at the game. Just farm up, like, an ungodly amount of revives. And you'll be fine. Like, Ares doesn't necessarily have a skill barrier. Anybody can take down Ares. Now, you're gonna potentially use a lot of revives if you just go that way, but you can do it. And the good thing is, like, as you fight Ares, you will get better at it. I promise. It's never gonna be a solo for you, but you'll definitely get better the more you fight him. And if you have Okoye and you can do the Okoye cheese, you can get there in, like, probably more minimal revives than you think. I would say, like, plan for, like, 4 to 5 revives per champion on the path, just to be safe. It is kind of RNG dependent on how much the AI is aggressive and gives you space on the screen. But if you play it properly, you'll still use a few on every fight, but it's not too bad. You can really get in the blender against some of those defenders if you try to play it the proper way. That's what I like about the Okoye thing. You just turn your brain off and hit dexterity. But yeah, just plan for, like, it sounds insane, but like 50 revives on Ares and you'll probably be fine. And then watch videos. Try to, like, as you're watching videos, observe when the button inputs are being input. And then try to, like, train yourself to do that. Which is easier said than done, but... can I... need some tier 1 cats. I don't think I bought the limit. Yeah, okay. Go spend some glory. Buy some of this as well. Does the epoch trick still work? Oh yeah, it should always work. Yeah, Okoye and epoch will always work. It's how the game works. Or how that path works, rather. There's other good champions too, but none so, like, genuinely brainless as Okoye, in my opinion. At least not in the game currently. Vox, yeah, Vox does have pre-fights. I think they're awful. Don't ever use them. I do not like Vox's pre-fight. It's ridiculous, and it's tied, like, you only get it if he's awakened too. That might be why you didn't notice it before. It's definitely like an L ability. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe those, like, super high level Vox players like it. I do not. It might come in handy for, like, certain matchups and certain nodes. But it is kind of weird. Dude, nice, Juan Carlos. Congrats, man. Okay, I think I overbought the class catalyst selectors. Oh my gosh. Well, we will be prepared for the next 2-star drop that we get. Honestly, we're probably going to run out of these. We have a lot of 2-stars to level up. How am I still going from this? Oh my gosh. Finally, it comes to an end. That was crazy, dude. Yeah, Nick, it is just dexing with the ensnare. Every time you imply the ensnare. And then some fights you can attack too. But generally you don't want to. You just want to keep dexing. And that's how you do the damage on the nebula path. If you want to like see it happening, I do have a video on my YouTube channel for it. But it's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. We definitely have enough catalysts now to do this, I think. They should have made ranking up 2 stars worth points in the event. That would have been nice. Ones where they like to push you back. Yeah, that's kind of like the only use case that I could think of. If you have a node or like a champion where you don't want to concede a lot of ground. How many rank 4s am I at? I'm at 19. With the ability to get a couple more, I think. I have 1 or 2 stones. And then I think I might even have catalyst for another one. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna reassess once like ranking rewards come out to see if I get anything spicy. And then we'll make like final banquet rank up decisions. That's like that's my current game plan. I tell you what, we have gotten some serious prestige gains in the last couple months, that's for sure. Not as much as some of you guys, but definitely a lot for my account. This is how ridiculous I am. I could have used units to rank these guys up. I could have, and it would have been like a single unit. But I went to the store to use glory just so I could save units. Like, look, 1 unit and I could level them up. That would be a waste, though. I have so much ISO. I thought you could use units on the rank up. Never mind. I guess I was just looking at the leveling up. People actually sleep on Zola? Ironic. Dude, if you can get like really good like heavy chaining, Zola can be fun. It's just the AI will do a thing recently. I don't know when they started doing it, where it's really hard to like heavy intercept. Sometimes the AI will walk up just outside of heavy range and they'll just stand still and hold block. It's some weird coding thing happening. They had to have changed something somewhere. And it kind of like ruins his heavy attack thing. Okay, let's go open all my arena crystals, and then we'll see if miraculously we get enough units for some banquet stuff. Dude, please add a scroll bar to the side so I can just scroll all the way down. Kabam, please. That is all I ask. We're going to open the small ones just for fun. Punisher incoming. Ugh. So close, chat. So close. We actually probably could get the rest of these milestones, and that might give us enough. Yeah, it definitely would. Ugh. But I don't want to do that right now. Let's see. We're like, what? 40k points away still? That's so many 2-stars that I'm just playing for nothing. I think I'm just going to sit on it. Maybe I'll hit those tomorrow or something. I don't know. Ugh, I already bought the Radiance out, fair guy. I did that earlier today. Otherwise, I would. I think like the cooldowns in the store bother me. I get it. If you could infinitely buy units, that might get a little crazy. It does annoy me a little bit though. All right, a tier 6, not too bad. We're mostly just opening these for more points. Every little bit is gonna help. Radiance, but with nerf units in arena. Yeah. That's part of why I was so surprised with like how Banquet panned out this year for like getting the milestones and stuff. That they actually made the solo milestones cheaper was really surprising to me. Because like in my mind, I thought the unit inflation would have been kind of crazy, right? Because we can get units from doing our daily quest, which you could technically always get, but you would have to go do the lower difficulty of the event quest, which not a lot of people had, because it was really tedious, right? Not a lot of people would do that actually every month. Probably a fair bit, but not me. Like I would once in a while do it, but the units were kind of too small for me to care. So I'd only do it once in a while if I like had a bunch of energy lying around. But now you just log in and do the daily quest and you get the units you would have gotten there. On top of that, you still get all the units from Arena. And then on top of that, you get units in the Radiant store now. Like, I thought the bar was going to be so high. And then they were like, yeah, actually, the solo ones have gone down. That shocked me. It is very surprising these are there, though. That's like a really good deal. Speaking of which, I need to make... I really don't know what to use my Radiance on. I'm going to hold off, though, until I need or don't need Tier 4 Alpha. Because I do have some potential rank ups I want to make still. I'm just waiting until, like, the actual end of Banquet to make sure I'm, like... I've, like, fully gotten all the champions I could possibly get from Banquet. And then I'll rank up based on that. Here's my rank 4s for those of you that were interested, by the way. The recent ones, I think the ones that have come because of Banquet would be Spider-Woman. I think Bastion was, I'm not sure. Carolina Dean was recent. Ant-Man, Captain Britain, Rintra, Nick Fury. I think Crossbones maybe is newer too. I can't remember if that was a cyber rank up or not. But yeah, we've had some pretty good champs, pretty good rank ups. And our prestige, it feels like 2 days ago we were like 27k. Now we're at 30k. Did 28% with the rank 1 unboosted while playing badly. Guess the other 2 spots will be Gladiator and Serpent because they're rank 4. Yeah, Nick, I would just use somebody with like your best attack stat that doesn't rely on damage over time or buffs to make themselves stronger, because when you're fighting Ares, you don't like the damage you do to him is just based on your base attack. It can't be influenced by debuffing him or by buffing yourself. Happy New Year. Thank you for the kind words, man. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you. But yeah, Nick, Okoye is great. Super easy too, honestly. Heck, you could go hop in right now and do that path and then just like go to bed, wake up and fight Ares when you're fully awake. That's probably what I would do. Okay. Trying to think, dude. Honestly, I should just go try to get these milestones. Just really don't want to. Because I'm not, like, doing a fight for any particular reason, you know. We just recharge all my 1-stars. I'm surprised they haven't added really, like, any more 1-stars to the game. I don't know, we'll play these a little bit more. Like I said, I am still kind of sick too, so we still are probably going to have a shorter stream than usual anyway. Dude, I think Imperios is really cool. I hate that so many of the idle champions are just really cool. Because they borderline require spending to get. And that's not usually something I do. I will, yeah. The Cyber Weekend was kind of like the exception, because that was like, you guys donated for that reason, you know? Only needs 1 sig. Gonna hoard revives for a bit before trying. That's a smart move. Again, that's what I would do if I were you. Just go farm the back issue. Farm up some revives over there. The thing is, for Ares, like, I'm not sure, like, how read up on his abilities you are, Nick. But basically, like, it does, like, you could full heal your champion and he'll take you down to the health that he's at over time. So you just get a bunch of like small 20% revives, and that's all you need for Ares. And you'll be good. And then as far as like the path with Okoye, I think you can attack most champs on that path. Just make sure you're not attacking the destroyer. Make sure you only dex for that fight. And then Aegon, I think, is probably the other like quote-unquote trickiest on that path, but even that I don't think is particularly awful. You just like will get rooted once in a while. That's what I would do, Nick. That's what I've done for most of those guys. Like, I think I got Solvark at the 6-star rarity. Because, like, once they're, like, their time has come and gone, there's not usually, like, any other way to get those again. But we do know they'll enter the basic eventually too, so... Like, man, who's the one that... Isophene? Isophene is in the basic now? No, Destroyer, if you attack him, he like gets a crap load of power gain or something. There's some weird interaction with either a node or his ability that if you attack him, it's not the best. I don't remember what it is. I just know you need to dex against him. Honestly, I have no idea, Samuel. I don't really have a star key above a 6-star, so I couldn't tell you. I'm sure he does. Dude, I would not mind getting a 7-star version of the hood. If I'm not going to get Spider-Ham, I need to start getting other champions I don't have. At the very least. I'm kind of at the point where it's like suffering from success. There's like a lot of champions I have, and they far outnumber the ones I don't. So it's just hard to get new champs now. Throw the pizza! Dang it. Fire hydrant. Dude, after she fist bumps Luke Cage, it looks like she's looking to fist bump someone else. Dude, this is so grindy. Whoever made these milestones the way they are needs to be... I hope, you know what? I hope their chair, no matter what they do, always wobbles. I hope the volume on one of their earbuds is perpetually louder than the other one. Because it's just, oh my heck, it's so dumb. It wouldn't be so bad if we had more like 1-star champions to really like speedrun this thing, you know? They definitely probably don't want me to do this in one sitting though. Maybe that's like maybe it's my fault. That's the thing about this game, man. You look at everything through the streamer lens, where like I tend to forget that also it's just a mobile game that people play for like 10 minutes at a time. Sometimes, you know. It's really hard to like make sure my opinion isn't colored by those things. It's kind of like I am my own worst enemy kind of deal. Did your 1-stars occasionally to get through it? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, Nick. I think like most people are doing that. So I think I'm just like, I'm getting mad, but it's also kind of my own fault. But still, I think this is very much something you could have designed in a way to make both parties happy. It didn't need to be super grindy. It's just like a quick little New Year 2-star arena. Oh, no crit. At least these fights go quick, and it is battle chips at the end of the day, right? Which will pay dividends at some point. Every little bit helps. If only there were rank rewards, then it would feel like I'm playing for something. Hey, we get sparkly Mr. Knight. Chat, look at that. Look at him. Dude looks like a constellation. Man, that special one animation is just so long. I think it's intentional, though. Helps his kit. Okay, I think we'll play Arena for like 10 more minutes, and then no matter where we are, I think we'll probably wrap the stream up. Just so I don't burn the candle so much on both ends, I never get better. Even though I feel pretty good right now. You thought we'd get a special quest to use all our generic voids on? I thought there would be something special for him. But no, I guess they just wanted, because they're cool. That would have been cool, Nick. Or like Jubilance or something. Heck, I would have taken 7-star shards. Just something to make it feel like worth it, because right now I'm literally grinding this mode for nothing. Nothing short of a few hundred battle chips. At least like if I'm doing like regular arena, I'm getting units. Or at the very least, I'm getting progress towards, like, some shards. I will say the Starkey selector makes me think Starkey and 2099 are just like never gonna be in the basic. If they're gonna put that at like the tippy top of the realm rewards and then release them into the basic like a month later, people would be ticked off. So dude, they might be exclusive for like much longer than they already have been, which kind of sucks a little bit. Oh, perfect release. Man, I love champions that apply a heavy slow. Very strong ability. Do, do, do. And what kit was that tech Venomoid mimicking? It had like 2 passive armor ups. And it had like a symbiote thing on a timer. Usually they're patterned over like normal champions. I don't know a tech champion that does that. Huh. Maybe there is one, and I'm just like blanking hardcore. Favorite Marvel movie? Let me think about that. Hey, don't spoil it for me, Wolverine. I've heard it's very disappointing, but I want to be disappointed and not have it spoiled. I have seen plenty of the memes, though, and I will say the last season has been a little bit underwhelming. I'm not all the way through it, though. I still have a few episodes. See, I want to say Doctor Strange because I just really like Doctor Strange, the character, and then I thought Benedict Cumberbatch did a really good job. Which is, it's kind of a polarizing answer, too. Like, that's not usually somebody's favorite. Yeah, I mean... I would say Doctor Strange. I just really like Doctor Strange. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch did a fantastic job. I don't like where they took the franchise, though. I thought the first movie was great. After that, like, he's a complete moron in Spider-Man in the way he acts. And then also he's just... Multiverse of Madness was horrible. But I did like Doctor Strange, like the OG. I took Absman, Steve. And I didn't make any like purchases on the web store or anything, so unfortunately I was only able to pick one. Iron Man 1 was really good, I agree. Yeah, I think Doctor Strange is great. The thing I think is really cool that like is also like kind of met with some controversy about Doctor Strange, I guess, is like it didn't follow the typical like formula, right? Because he doesn't really beat the bad guy. He beats him with his mind. There's no like huge fight at the end where he gets some last second power up and is finally able to overpower the villain. It's nothing like that. It's just like perfectly Doctor Strange. He uses his big freaking brain to just outsmart a cosmic entity, basically. Like, it's just really, really cool, really satisfying. And I think the acting is superb. What's up, Sheep? How are you, man? Oh, that's why I will never forgive them for Multiverse of Madness. Oh, burn it to the ground. Pretend it didn't exist. Please delete the movie. Make a new Doctor Strange 2, please. Gambit and X-23 are in it. Yeah, and I have a couple friends that really like that movie. I thought it was okay. It was definitely like one of the better Marvel movies. And it was definitely refreshing for the stuff they had put out in recent memory. I like the Human Torch bit. That was my favorite. I thought that was so funny. Where it's Chris Evans and he's expecting like Captain America. I thought that was comedy, dude. Multiverse of Midness? It's not even mid. Mid is far too kind to that movie. It's so abysmally bad. Oh my gosh, I can't even stand it. There are so many things wrong with it, and it neuters so many characters. Right. It was kind of fun to see the fan casting of Mr. Fantastic, though. Have I seen the trailer for the new Spider-Man? I have not. Is it out? I didn't even know there was one, like, coming out soon. Is it good, bad, ugly? Yeah, times where Chris Evans has like a cameo or like a cameo adjacent role in a movie, he's so good with it. If it was just Strange versus Wanda, it could have cooked. Maybe. I don't even know that it's like necessarily the multiverse aspect that killed the movie for me. First of all, if I told you everything I hated about that movie, it'd be too much. From the plot, from the characters, the story, like I just don't like a lot of it. But I think, like, I don't know. It's okay having Wanda be the bad guy. It just didn't necessarily click with WandaVision if you watched it all the way through. Like, the ending of WandaVision kind of implies she finally learns how to grieve. And then Doctor Strange 2 rolls around, and that's just not true anymore. Like, it's just so inconsistent. And then you had to have watched the Disney Plus series to get any idea of what was happening. It was just poorly executed in so many different ways. I think there's a way you could have made Wanda the bad guy, but not the way they did it. You could, like, there was a vision there, I guess. There's also just cooler villains they could have had. I don't know. It was all a mess. It was all a mess. It was all a mess. But hey, Rintra's in it, so that makes it cool, right? Oh, and then the cringy CGI third eye is like one of the worst things I've ever seen. Yo, what's up, Garvey? How are you, man? If the WandaVision creator made Doctor Strange 2, it would have probably made sense. Yeah, that's another thing, is it was what? Sam Raimi that directed that? And he's like more of a horror movie guy? Which, like, Doctor Strange does get into the occult and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily what, like, the MCU has been known for. So I thought that was kind of definitely a decision. But it was just bad. I remember I went to go see that movie with my wife, and I was like pretty excited. And then we both just came out of that and we were like, what was that? Like, it was so bad. Doctor Strange 2. Multiverse of Madness. Like, we were both just so disappointed. It was so not good. I have 19, Garvey, and I can get a couple more. I'm just waiting to see what the rank rewards and all that are. So yeah, a lot of man, the MCU has just been not what it used to be lately, that's for sure. But it could be, I think it's due for a return to form. I'm optimistic about this year, or at least I'm trying to be, because dude, I love Marvel so much. I don't want to let it go, but the streak of like bad movies has just been ever present lately, it feels like, and I'm kind of just I'm so burnt out with it all still. Like, I'm just sick of going to a movie and just having it suck. But who knows, man? Hopefully, like, there's been enough like negative reception to a lot of Marvel stuff lately. I'm hoping that that's finally like made its way through the pipeline to the point where they're actually like, because they plan everything super ahead of time, right? Like, maybe they've now corrected, or they're going to be doing that this year. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers. Because Marvel was just a huge piece of my life growing up. That's like how I got into Contest of Champions. I was looking for a game where I could play as Marvel characters. Like, I was just super into Marvel for a long time. The movies were awesome, and it's just been kind of missing for me lately. So, hopefully things turn around. Like, we've had good Marvel movies here and there, for sure. But I think, in large part, it's been miss after miss after miss. I guess I delayed the heavy too much. Is there a new Spider-Man trailer? People are saying there's a new Spider-Man trailer. Oh, but there is one. Yeah. Okay, how close am I on the milestones? I've got to be close. I've like doubled the peak like milestone for this arena. Please. My wife said they released the trailer 15 hours ago. Oh, of course you'll watch it. Dang it, I'm still 20k away. Ugh, it's gross. Are you sure? Who put it out? Is it actually like by Marvel? It's not? Oh, that doesn't sound real. Maybe not. Hold on. Is spending an extra 1,300 units to get Kingpin Selector worth it? So, are you planning on taking Kingpin then, Steve? If you have 1,300 units, I would say yeah. 7-star Kingpin is definitely going to be better than 6-star. And I think it's worth it. Kingpin's a great champ, and you're not going to be able to get him for like another year, most likely. I don't know. She said she's watching a Spider-Man trailer, but she says it looks like AI. So I don't know if there's like a legit one. Is there a teaser? She said the only thing she can find is Marvel like released a picture of Tom Holland in the suit. So I don't know that don't know that it's a thing. Nice, Garvit. Well, okay, so no conclusive evidence exists, is what you're telling me. Okay. So my wife can't find anything authentic. Is that like... I don't know. Was that like a leaked trailer that you guys saw maybe, and then now it's taken down? That could happen. That does happen. Well, they released a like teaser trailer for the Hunger Games movie coming out next year. No, I'm pretty sure they're still filming. That's why it's coming out so far. Like the Sunrise on the Reaping or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably a situation where stuff got leaked, or maybe a teaser trailer got leaked. Because like what a lot of big movies will do, like Disney and stuff like that, they'll have big meetings with their investors, and they'll play like the trailers there, and they're like hyper exclusive events that usually they don't get leaked from. And then once in a while those get leaked. That maybe that's what it is. Oh, Samuel, can you give me his number actually? I've been trying to get in touch with him so I could set up some donation alerts for my stream. I think, Steve, I think Kingpin is just like the more player friendly of the two. I think Absorbing Man is better though. But truth be told, if you already play Kingpin a lot and use him, just get Kingpin. It sounds like you probably do if you have him 6-star rank 4. They're definitely both really good champions, I think. I don't know. After stream, I'll have to research it. Unless one of you guys can DM it to me on like... Or like tweet it at me on Twitter. Or DM it to me on Discord. As far as the trailer goes. Oh, also, someone in my chat said, hi, B Mizzle. B Mizzle. I love that name. I think we'll get the next milestone and probably... I think we'll get the next milestone because we were already right there. That'll probably give us enough units for another Banquet Crystal, I'm thinking. Dang it. Nah, don't have any regrets, man. That's a perfectly valid reason, Cheap. That is a perfect reason to take Kingpin. Kingpin is still really good, man. They'll both excel, like, during different times. There'll be times this year, probably, like more than once, where you'll think, man, I wish I had Absorbing Man. And then the same will be true for if you wanted Kingpin, or like vice versa, you know? Don't have buyer's remorse. Dude, Frankencastle's so fun to play. Just walking up menacingly is like one of the best things. I should have used like the 1-stars off the rip earlier. Then they'd probably be on cool or off cooldown by now. Oh well. I honestly thought they cooled down a lot faster. Yeah, but your Mystic roster will catch up though. That's how this game ebbs and flows. Like, I used to have a really weak tech class, and now I think that's one of my strongest classes. The territory can quickly change. Like, usually I recommend trying to get balance between all the different classes if you're choosing from, like, a Nexus or something. When it comes to, like, an exclusive selector like this, generally just pick whichever champion you like the most. Because they're not going to come around very frequently. And when it's, like, from an event like Banquet, you know you just, like, won't see them for another year. Unless Kabam surprises us and they reduce that, like, that cooldown period on champions entering the basic, which would be phenomenal. I would love that. I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will, but if they did, that would be awesome. Oh, Hulkbuster, what are you doing, bro? AI is too smart. Alright, alright, time to lock in. We're not losing. Not in the 2-star arena. Alright, easy. Never a doubt. Oof. That was close. Too close. pew pew. Pew. Figure I'd give you guys the sound effects since I don't have them. That was funny to watch. Okay, that had to have gotten us to the milestone, right? At the very least, we opened enough arena stuff to get there. We have to be there. Man, you get battle chips quick. I'm already back up to 38k. Oh yeah, we did get the next milestone. Then we do a couple 1-star fights tomorrow, and that'll be all she wrote, I think. Oh, Titan Shard's up here. Nice. Very nice. Okay. All right, guys. So, for those of you that have not been in here recently, I am getting over a cold I've gotten recently, so today's stream, like our streams this entire week, are going to be a little short. So we're going to crack this open, and then we're going to call it a day. But while this crystal is on the spinner, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. If you're over on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and hit that like button. If you're over on Twitch, please make sure you hit me with a follow. This will be a great place to watch to get drops in the future, as we are live every single day. If we are not live, I will announce it on my Discord, which is in the YouTube video description. If you're over on Twitch, you can just go to my YouTube channel and find it. That would probably be easier. But yeah, we have all things MCOC in there. Great time, all the time. And we get 7-star 6 stones. RIP. Not too good. But it looks like, barring the reward, which we very quickly will get. By the way, we're definitely hitting this. Definitely hitting this. We have one more Banquet crystal, and that's it, guys. So our final score will be around 70k, and we'll just see where we land. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thank you for being here, Samuel. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know we were just doing 2-star arena, nothing super crazy. Tomorrow will probably be on the alt, I think. I don't know that we really have anything super pressing to do on the main account, so we'll probably go pick up with some story content, I think. Get better. Thank you. I think we'll be all right tomorrow, unless I, like, get no sleep tonight, so. But anyway, guys, go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Thank you so much. Happy freaking frackin' New Year to everybody. I hope you guys are all able to hit your New Year's Eve or New Year's resolutions if you do that sort of thing. But good luck, guys. Anyway, have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. Shout out, big shout out to the big deal himself, Widow Ranger. Thank you very much, man. Hope you guys have a good one.